Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dan, and today we are doing something that I really don't want to be doing. We have to go to the Nether, because eventually we need to go to the end. And I want wings. And that's what the whole point of this is. So, if you enjoy watching some suffering and pain and anger, well, smash that like, subscribe, and come along for what is going to be quite a painful journey. Hopefully you enjoy, because I didn't. It's always so disorientating coming through a port. Whoa, that's a bad spawn. That could have ended badly. So, the whole reason we're here is materials. And, well, predominantly blaze rods, nether wart, and anything else that we really need, because I don't want to have to come back here too often. So, we're just going to make our way until we can spot a fortress. Actually, you know what? Let's grab some gold, find a piglin, do a little bit of trading, and hopefully grab ourselves some fire resistance potions because, well, there's a reason they call it noob juice. And if anything, I fit the description of noob perfectly because I've never actually defeated this game. I've never been to the end. I mean, I've played creative mode, so I know what the items are, and I've been doing a bunch of research on all the new game mechanics since the last time I played. This is one that's very appealing to me, and as you can see, a few minutes in, I've got fire resistance. So, I feel far more confident that we can carry on trying to find a fortress. I'll gather up as much quartz, gold, and like I said, any other materials that I know I'm going to need, because I don't want to come back here. I really dislike the Nether. There's just something about it. I mean, you can kind of see why it's called the Nether. And I'm terrible today with aim. If I didn't have infinity on the bow, I would have run out of arrows before I even managed to hit this ghast. And it gets worse from here. Alright. Go ahead and be super cautious as I fall into the lava. Alright, so that's why I wanted those potions. Okay, so we need to go over this way, and relatively quickly. Great, now I'm lost in a cave somewhere in the nether walls. You fall into lava, get out of lava, end up in a hole. You know, the Nether. It's just a never-ending nightmare. But I'm sure I'll find where I'm going soon enough, and I'll find another way to creatively die. YOLO. Oh, that was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay. So, now... Ow. Why did I take damage twice there? Oh, because I have an angry Enderman. Why do I have an angry Enderman? Why are they all angry at me? Ugh, I didn't want to deal with skeletons. That's why I went this way. Pew! Pew! Ah! Fortress! We found a fortress. Okay. And a blaze spawner right there! Well, let's quickly make this a little bit safer from, ow, that. All right, we're gonna do it. Look at that, we already got some. Perfect. They keep flying away, so we're just gonna build a quick roof and try not to die in the process, but we're making excellent progress here, and I haven't died yet, so that's good. Fire resistance just ran out, so it's time to really consider leaving. We'll gather the experience because, that's part of why we're here. And we'll grab this guy because I'm still here. But I'm pretty sure this is going to get us to about, 26. 26 blaze rods. That should be more than enough. So let's loot this place and get on out of here. All built into stuff. That is not what I wanted to see as I come around a corner. So this is like the worst fortress ever, but it's a fortress and we found one. So that's the important part. Fortress was terrible. Still managed to get all the blaze rods we needed. Got all the quartz I'm going to need to get started. And I am going to need to come back to find another fortress to get some nether wart and then to farm the wonderful wither skeleton skulls so that I can go and attack the wither boss itself to eventually get myself a beacon. Because we all need beacons in our lives, right? I'm sure my portal's right. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a lava lake to bridge over, but we're going to be out of here. We're finally free of this nether. This awful, awful place of red and death. And now we have to go to a place that doesn't have red and death. It has black and nothing. Because, well, the whole point of this trip was to get the blaze rods in order to find the stronghold so that we can go slay the end dragon. And, well, more important than that, I can finally get some wings. Even though I had a very successful trip to the nether, I've realized that I need a little bit more obsidian in order to get some ender chests. I would love to be able to craft up at least 4. So in order to get the last bit that I'm going to need, I have to, well, convert some lava into obsidian. It's always a good idea to have a backup plan. And I've decided that I'm going to go on my end quest with ender chests. So that way, should the worst occur, I'm not going to lose anything this time. Our first trip to the nether was very successful. However, that nether fortress did not have any nether wart, which is kind of frustrating because now what I'm going to do is jump in the boat here, head a whole bunch of blocks in the opposite direction of my existing portal, and I have to make sure I go a long way. And this is the opposite direction from where I found the fortress in the first place, in the nether, of course. And I'm going to build another portal and try to find a separate fortress because I really need nether wart. It took me a grand total of 4,300 blocks in the overworld and another 600 in the nether before I could get some nether wart. So I got every scrap I could, and I'm going to grow as much as I possibly can because I'm planning on making a bunch of potions. And while I was there, I did manage to get myself 3 wither skeleton skulls. The skeletons are nasty, guys. They took me out twice. It's a good thing I had planned ahead for that exact scenario with the ender chests and the second portal, because otherwise I'd have been making another 6,000 block journey with no gear. So we've got everything we're going to need so that we never, ever, ever have to return to the nether. I say that now as I'm thinking, it's like, oh yeah, I need to go to a bastion yet. Anyways, we'll figure that out at some point. I seem to be in quite the mood to build things today. I whipped up this little brewing station, so to speak, just with leftover blocks, and I actually think it's kind of cool looking. I'll build something kind of up top here and over here at some point. Maybe have some, nope, never mind. I was going to say maybe some lava going there, but everything else is wood, and that would result in fire. These are all the various potions and water bottles that I've found in my travels, and then these are all the ingredients that are needed in order to make potions. So there's a couple that I'm going to make, and then, well, the obvious and inevitable next step in Minecraft is to go after the dragon. I have no idea how this is going to go, but why not? What's the worst that can happen, right? Yes, it's just floating. There are lights under there because I don't need a mob farm directly next to my farm. Oop, we're going that way. And the very first one pops. Okay. All right, so we came from over there, and it was pointing in yonder direction. Oh, good. Okay, so... Really? Do they... More little side... bricks! Does this mean we found it? We found it, guys. We found it! So now, we just need to find the actual portal. We're going to stay up here. Check this. Don't know what that is, but sure. So, hey, the portal. I found it, guys. For the first time ever, I found the stronghold. I found the portal. And I hope I have what it takes to defeat the Ender Dragon. We have precisely enough remaining Eyes of Ender to light the portal. Here we go. I've never done that before, guys. That's like Minecraft bucket list. Tick.